Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Movie Night with the Youngs. I'm Brittany.
And I'm Nicole.
We're here for our lightning round. If you're new, Nicole and I are going through our childhood movies and we discuss them. And this week we did the movie The Return to Oz. If you haven't seen that episode, YouTube viewers, we'll put it down in the description. Podcast platform listeners, go ahead and download that episode. But we now ask each other just kind of quick paced lightning round. We call it lightning round questions to see if it sparks any memories, funny family stories, or anything. We were
Nightmares.
we were just talking about the questions, and we're like, the theme of the month is movies that scared us that shouldn't have. And it's just hard to think of questions for that because I'm just so disturbed.
Traumatized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see what comes up. But I have some random questions here in my hand that I wrote, and I'm going to shake them up and just ask Nicole a question and see what our answers are.
Are you shaking them in your hand?
Fine. I'll just pick one. I don't know. It was like a dramatic effect. Okay, so in Return to Oz, in the title, Dorothy Gale returns to the Emerald City, the land of Oz. Is there an imaginary world you would like to go to? So I guess like a movie from like film or TV or books.
I don't read. Mm-hmm. It's not my hobby.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting question, actually.
I mean,
I don't know. Do you have one in mind while I think?
I mean, I do.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, but that's not from a movie.
It doesn't have to be. Where's it from?
Could be from a movie, actually, sort of.
What is it?
I
want to go to Washington, D.C.
Yeah. No, I was thinking of Candyland, the board game.
I'll accept that.
Which is basically like Willy Wonka, so I guess
I'll take that. But you wouldn't go to Willy Wonka because you don't want to. You don't like
Willy
Oompa
Wonka.
Loompas.
Yeah, that's scary.
But that should be in this month. We just have to. We'll have to do. We'll
There's
have to
a lot
redo
of
this.
Scary movies.
Yeah, we'll have to redo this month. Why the Candyland board game?
I don't know. It just feels like very magical, and you've got candy floating everywhere, and you have all these like creatures, and I don't know. It just seems like it would be cool.
I can see the board, but I don't know that I remember any of the places, except for like, was there like a chocolate fudge king or something?
Wasn't it a gingerbread man?
That sounds like Shrek.
I don't know.
Which would be probably Shane's answer.
Yeah,
my fiance's answer would be far, far away.
No, I need to look up the Candyland game.
Yeah, that was a fun game though.
It's almost like, another scary movie that we were talking about, Finding Nemo. It's like, it's kind of like the beginning of his.
It's Little Nemo.
Little Nemo. Sorry, Little Nemo. Very different than Finding Nemo.
Very different.
But it's kind of like the beginning of his Slumberland place.
Yeah, Slumberland was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. And I don't think I know. I would like to, but I will preface in saying, I support the trans community and I am against everything that J.K. Rowling has said, and I separate the art from the artist in this case. I would love to go to Hogwarts. I love Harry Potter. I want to be in Hogwarts. I don't want to fight, like Harry Potter was the books that got me into reading when I was younger. Mm-hmm. And just that world to me was so vivid and so detailed that like even now as an adult, like I just watched all the Harry Potter. Like for the past month, I've been obsessed with Harry Potter. I don't know what's happening, but I'm obsessed with it. And I watched all 7 of the movies like a month ago. And then last week watched all 7 or 8, again. And it still gives me that feeling of like, I want to go to there.
Yeah.
I want to be there. And like, I know in Fantastic Beasts, there's now like an American school. I saw the first Fantastic Beasts and just was like, I don't like this. So I don't know what the American school looks like, but like, I'm a Hufflepuff waiting for her Hogwarts letter.
That's cool. Yeah. That'd be a good place.
I think I could do well there.
Except you're not fighting, so.
Other people in the school didn't fight. They just went to school to learn.
Okay.
And technically, if you really watch and read the books, Harry could have done that too. He purposely inserted himself in a lot of stuff that happened there. Just saying, for another podcast. But okay. Have you this is I hope you get the question. Have you ever imagined something so detailed that you thought it was real? Like how
Hmm.
Dorothy really believes that she's been to Oz and
Mhm.
nobody believes her.
I don't know if I can, like, say something really specific, but I
Yeah,
feel like I've had those dreams where they're extremely vivid and you can almost, like, feel stuff. Like, it's
yeah,
like you're touching things that are real
yeah,
and you're actually physically in a location. Like, let's say if the wind's blowing, you can actually feel, like, the environment, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it feels like it's super real,
yeah.
but I wouldn't be able to tell you, like, a specific location.
Hmm.
But I've
I
had dreams
think
like that, like, "Oh, is that have I been to that place before?" And that's why
yeah.
I'm dreaming about it.
I feel like I'm a very like they call it like lucid dreaming, like in like Inception where you can like control your dreams.
Mhm. I
I
can do
have
that.
that. I feel like I'm a very lucid and I'm very detailed. Like
Mhm.
I'll wake up in the morning and be like, "Yeah, my dream." Like I remember dreams from a long time ago. Like I had a nightmare once that I came across the Iron Giant in like a junkyard
Mhm.
and I climbed up on him and got to his eyes and then all of a sudden he yelled like a metallic like yell and his eyes turned red and I was like, "Wow!" and fell off and I woke up and it was terrifying. Like and that was decades ago, like when I was like 10,
Yeah.
11.
So, speaking of that though, sorry, they say you when you fall, you never hit the ground, but I
Yeah,
swear in my dreams, I
you
have
always
hit
hit
the
the
ground before because I wake up, like, with a huge jolt and almost feel like pain.
yeah,
So I don't
but
know where
Nicole,
that
no,
came
it's
from
not
where, like,
no,
you can't
no, it's not that. It's not that you don't hit the ground. It's that if you hit your ground it's if you hit the ground in your dream, you die in real
okay.
life.
Well, clearly I woke up, so I didn't
I
die.
know, but I think you're like the rest of us where we also hit the ground, but it wakes us up.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
nobody like falls and then they're like an inch from the ground. They're like, "Oh." You have to hit the
But they
ground to
make
wake
it
you
seem
up.
like you don't physically hit it.
No, but you of course you do.
Ugh, I don't know.
Like nobody's mid-flight and they're like, "Ah, woke up."
That's how they make it seem, like you never hit the ground. You wake up before you hit it.
Yeah, I think it's just a miscommunication on your part. But to answer my question, or for me, I don't think like well, yeah, I mean, like I said, I have very vivid dreams and I remember those. I don't think I've ever imagined something so much that I thought it was real, but I definitely like I have this problem where if somebody tells me really heartfelt, important information sometimes, I just like black out and can't really remember later what they said. And then I start thinking, like, is this what they said? And I'm like, yeah, that's what they said. Is this what they said? Like, I specifically remember, like, it's usually in high school, like when a crush would tell me something. Like in high school, I remember one of my crushes, he was turning me down. He was like rejecting me, but like was telling me this whole thing of like, I really like you, but, blah, blah, and I like kind of blacked out. And like, I think about that conversation where I'm like, what did he really say? I don't know. Or like even sometimes Shane will tell
Uh-huh.
me things and I'll like super sweet, nice things. And then later on, I'll be like, wait, what? Like,
Maybe you're just losing focus.
or maybe it's just my anxiety like taking over and I
Yeah.
can't comprehend what someone's saying because I think it's a more deep seated, like I'm afraid that I'm gonna get rejected. So I kind of just blank
Mm.
it out. But really like what I'm hearing is good. But instead I've already prepped myself for bad. So I'm like already in those feelings.
Yeah, it could be.
I should be in therapy. Next question. Return to Oz, we've decided is a weird, creepy, scary movie. What was the scariest part for you?
Mm, I'm definitely gonna have to say where she wakes up her Princess Mombi's head,
Yeah,
and she's screaming, and all the heads are screaming, and the music is scary,
yeah.
yeah, it's gonna
And
be
Queen
that scene.
Mumby's Princess Mumby. Yeah, I would agree. When
Yeah,
her body comes up with no head and she's like, ah,
yeah,
like that whole scene is quite terrifying.
yeah, it's pretty scary.
And also, I will say, but we also thought this in The Wiz too. The sound, like in The Wiz, the doo doo
Mhm.
doo doo guy
Yeah,
imparts fear in us. But I think the hearing of the Wheelers
the wheels,
laugh
yeah,
and the
yeah,
wheels is like a close second.
yeah. Because if you play that by itself, like in The Wiz, just that
Yeah.
sound, we know exactly where it's from.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
these, like, just, I don't like it.
yeah, it's creepy.
Last question. Ooh, I like this one. This is interesting. So, preface. So we know that Dorothy like brings things from her reality into Oz, like Queen Mumby and Pumpkinhead and all these things. Princess Mumby. Is there
Mhm.
an artist called Queen Mumby? Why do I think it's a queen?
I think you're just assuming.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Um, who do you think would be part of your Oz crew from your real world if you were to go to Oz? I don't know how else to properly say that.
Usually family. Because
What do you mean
usually
use? What do you mean usually?
like, in my dreams, when I
Oh,
have dreams, there's usually, like, people that I see on a daily basis or people that I'm close to, they're
yeah,
usually in my dreams somehow,
yeah.
somewhere.
Well, they say that you can't think of new faces. Like, even if you see someone in your dream that's a stranger, it's based off of facial features from people you've seen before.
Interesting.
Like, your mind can't
Mm,
actually create new facial features.
that's no. That's interesting. Hmm.
That's what they say, Nicole. Read a book.
No, thanks.
Um,
Yeah, it's gonna always be someone that's, like, in my daily life.
more specific, but okay.
Oh, you want me to say, like, "You're in my dream? You're in my new
No, but it's not
reality?"
your dream. It's if you went to Oz, who do you think would be in your crew?
I mean, you'd probably be there,
Yeah, it would.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Jason would probably be there. Probably the dogs would probably end up there somehow.
Yeah. Which sorry, your dogs would be useless.
Oh, rude.
If I had to look in our dog history, the only dog I would take to Oz would be Homer. Sorry.
Rude.
He's
Rude.
the only one who I think would pay attention.
Yeah, they get
Yeah.
distracted pretty easily.
They get distracted easy or would just give up. I think Homer would be the only one.
Although I feel like Sika would protect us. She's pretty aggressive. Was pretty aggressive.
But she also was so inactive that I think that she would be like, we'd have to carry her. She's too heavy to carry.
Yeah, it's true.
Um, yeah, I think I hate to say it. I mean, I think truthfully, you would probably be the only person that like if I went to Oz right now and you weren't somewhere there, I'd probably be like, wait.
This is not us.
Like this is not Oz. Like if like mom or dad or Dominic or Shane showed up, I'd be like, yeah, sure. But like if you weren't there, I'd be like, this is feeling a little suspect.
Hmm. Well, thank you. I feel honored.
You're welcome. I don't know what you would be, but like I mean, I talk to you every day
Yeah.
in some way, even if it's just this quick like Shane doesn't understand that. Like he will go weeks without talking to a sibling or a family member. And I'm like,
Yeah.
my sister and I talk several times throughout the day.
Yeah. And we're not even in the same state.
No, and it's not about anything. It will
Yeah.
literally just be like, I'm tired.
And yeah.
Why do I need to know? Like, but so I'd be very suspect if you weren't part of my Oz crew.
Yeah.
But I do when I dream. I love how we keep on calling them dreams. And if Dorothy Gale were here, she'd be like, they're not dreams, it's real.
She was
Uh,
dreaming.
yeah. Well, I have that thing where a lot of times I will dream about somebody, but they are someone to me, but they're a different person. Like it'll be Shane, but it's like Zac Efron.
Yeah, yeah. I have
Like that
that.
happens a lot where I'm like, Shane, come here. And it's Zac Efron.
Yeah.
Or like something like that where we'll be
Mhm.
he's supposed to be somebody, but his physical body is somebody else. That
Yeah.
happens a lot.
Yeah.
But okay. Well,
Cool.
I think that's the end of lightning round, which we always say we're gonna make these short, and then they end up being like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Guys, we hope you're enjoying them. If you have any questions, comment to us on YouTube because we would love to use your questions because they're hard sometimes. We're doing the
Yeah.
Dark Crystal next week. So if you have any questions for Dark Crystal, let us know. Put it in the comments. We
Especially
appreciate
those movies because they're hard.
Yeah, they're hard and we're just freaked out. So our minds are like, "Bleh." But thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you guys. Like we said, next week we are continuing movies that didn't scare or movies that scared us that shouldn't have with the Dark Crystal. Go back and watch this week's episode, Return to Oz. Thank you so much for being here. We hope you guys have a great week and a great movie night.
Bye.
Bye.